Season Pass, sponsored by Kelly Grimsley Kia.
All aboard the Season Pass Express, your one-stop shop for everything Concho Valley sports. As always, I'm your host, Ryan Reynolds, here to guide you through all the action. We have a ton in store today. I feel like I say that every week, but it's definitely true this week. Blackwell tried to secure a spot in the six-man Division II state championship, and high school basketball is in full-blown tournament action. We have highlights from 18 local games. Let's just dive right on in, starting with Blackwell. The Hornets playing in their first ever six-man Division II state semifinal. A win secures a spot at AT&T Stadium for the state championship game, but they would have to get through Motley County first. Hornets, Matadors ready to roll in Knox City. First quarter, Hornets, they strike first. Cameron Coldiron with the carry, and he leaps over a defender and into the end zone. Just an athletic play for him. A touchdown for Blackwell, 8-0. Hornets with the early lead. It would actually be their only lead of the game, as right here Motley County would respond on their first possession. Jake Richards gets the handoff, and he's gone. That ties the game up at 8, but Richards wasn't done. Next Matadors possession, Richards breaks another big run for a touchdown. Motley County leads 16-8. Richards had 4 touchdowns in the first half alone in this game. So Blackwell having to play catch-up, down by 18 in the second quarter. Sam Brinkman hits Cameron Coldiron over the middle, and he does the rest, breaking tackles for the touchdown. Hornets trail by 10. Motley County takes a 48-30 lead into halftime. They would go on to win 56-44 to advance to the state title game. Here's Blackwell head coach Clint Lowry after the game.
It's tough, you know, anytime you lose, but I'm just so proud of these guys, and I feel for them because I know they hurt because they got beat. But I tip my hat to Motley County. They played a great game. Our kids played well. They were just a better team tonight. That's one of the best teams I've ever coached, and that doesn't mean just for the wins and losses, but just the way they are. I'm blessed having a bunch of good young men to coach like this. Just very blessed.
Tuesday afternoon, the UIL released cutoff numbers for the 2020 district realignment. There were some Concho Valley teams that moved a bit, but we have the full summary right here. No movement for Central or Lakeview. The Bobcats stay in 6A. The Chiefs remain in 4A Division I. TLCA will move up to 3A Division I to join the Wall Hawks. 3A Division II teams remain the same. Brady, Grape Creek, Ballinger, and Sonora. In 2A, Junction is the only team to move. The Eagles go from 2A Division I to Division II. Cristoval, Miles, El Dorado, and Menard remain in Division II. Menard has the numbers to play 6-man football, but they opted to remain in 11-man. Mason and Ozona both had close calls with the 3A cutoff, but they remain in 2A Division I. 1A remains the same for Concho Valley Schools. Sterling City, Erie and County, Braun, Eden, Paint Rock, Robert Lee, and Very Best remain in Division I. Blackwell remains in Division II. Realignment is scheduled for February 3rd. It was an extremely busy week for high school basketball as both the Doug McCutcheon and Miles Ribbs tournament tipped off Thursday. But before we get to that, we have Tuesday action. Lakeview on the road taking on TLCA. First quarter, Javron Everett. He's going to get things done right here for the Eagles. He drives baseline and gets the layup to fall. TLCA would take an early lead. Later in the quarter, Lakeview trying to keep the pace. Ryan Avalos intercepts the pass. He takes it the other way for the layup. Chiefs trail by 2. And here's Everett again. He puts TLCA on his back in the first half, intercepts a pass of his own, takes it coast to coast, and gets the layup with contact. He had 14 of TLCA's 25 first half points. The Eagles led 25-14 after half, but Lakeview uses a big second half to get the victory. Chiefs win 57-51 over the Eagles. Out to Cristoval. Let's start with the boys team hosting number 17 Erie and County. First quarter, Cougars struck first from a layup by Josh Fava. Then Jaden Walker drills the 3. Cristoval with a 5-0 lead, but Erie and County responds. Avery Theck hands it off to Caden Councilman. That made it 5-3. And then later in the quarter, Seth Baker pushing the fast break for the Cougars. Dylan Scott saves it, and Walker gets the basket. Cougars start the game on a 12-3 run. The Hornets fought their way back. They win it 37-31. Now over to the Lady Cougars. They were also in action, taking on Erie and County, and the night belonged to Gracie Jones. Third quarter, Cristobal up by 4. Jones steps into the 3, drills it. Nothing but net. Later in the quarter, Jones inbounds it to Olivia Rojas. She dishes it back to Jones, open in the corner. Another three-pointer, 28-16. Lady Cougars on top. Jones just showing off her post moves now. Callie Montalvo with the pass down low. Basket is good, 34-19. Cristobal, fourth quarter. One more time for Jones. Abby Williams hits her on the bounce pass, and nothing but net on the mid-range jumper. Jones finished the game with 22 points, and the Lady Cougars win 46-23. The number 22, Very Best Lady Falcons taking on Eden out in Very Best. Second quarter, Very Best up 13 and transition. Bella Halfman reads the defensive breakdown, finds Kennedy Wheelis wide open. She puts it in, and then later Eden playing catch-up. Castleberry finds Himitzer, and she buries the triple. Lady Falcons would lead at the half in this game, and it belonged to Very Best. Fourth quarter, Emily Ward on the drive gets the layup to go. Lady Falcons defeat the Lady Bulldogs. Very Best wins 40-32. Then the boys took the court. Eden taking on Very Best. First quarter, and Bobby Dunn was feeling it from deep for the Falcons. He drains one of his 4 three-pointers. Very Best on top, 10-6. Second quarter now, Dunn working on the 6'5" Hunter Rogers, and look at that move. Drills the mid-range jumper. That puts the Falcons ahead 16-7. Later, so yeah, Rogers, he's 6'5". Check this out. He's also a fly swatter. Get that out of here. Hits the yellow banner above the window. A great play by him, and Very Best completes the sweep. Falcons win 50-41. Going back to the Blackwell football team, just a historical season from them as that wraps up the football season here in the Concho Valley. But hey, basketball is just getting underway. When we return, we dive into tournament action with the Miles Ribs tournament and the Doug McCutcheon tournament. Don't go away. Season Pass. We'll be right back.
It's our Giant Tag Sale.
Right now, get a brand new 2019 Ford Flex, just $26,977. Or how about a new 2019 Ford Expedition, $17 grand off MSRP.
Don't miss our Giant Tag Sale, only at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston, Hart, and Hardin Road, or 24/7 at BassBucks.com.
At Everidge's Furniture in Brady, we're getting ready for that special time of year. Browse our vast selection of furniture to find that perfect piece that makes your home just a little more cozy for the holidays. As always, we offer easy in-store financing and free delivery anywhere in the state of Texas. Find the perfect gift, big or small, for your loved one. With toys, candles, jewelry, and home accessories, we're bound to have a gift that'll bring up a smile this Christmas. Come see us at Everidge's Furniture in Brady.
Now at Console Plus, get up to 55% off holiday Hot Buy TVs and up to $1,100 in bonus furniture savings. Plus, get your golden ticket in store for a chance to win a $10,000 shopping spree.
Light up the holidays with KLST's 31 Nights of Lights. Upload a picture of your holiday display to Concho Valley homepage, and we'll feature one photo every night in December on the 10 p.m. newscast. KLST's 31 Nights of Lights, sponsored by Concho Valley ER.
Nobody puts Santa in the bargain bin. Nobody. The Ford F-150 has available best-in-class payload, and this sleigh is bringing the big man home. Ford, built for the holidays.
Now during the Built for the Holidays sales event, get 20% estimated savings on the 2019 F-150. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. Only at your Best in Texas Ford dealer.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Early season action for basketball is a good time to gauge the progression of your team since this season starts in November. And district play usually starts at the end of December, early January. You have some time to tweak and play around with some things. However, there's no playing around when free ribs are on the line. Let's head out to Miles for the Miles Ribs Tournament. The winner getting to munch on some home-cooked ribs. We'll start with the girls. Miles taking on Bront in the first round, and the Lady Bulldogs dominated this one fourth quarter. They're up 35-10. Alexa Schwartner with the block, and then check out this dime on the other end, Reagan Smithwick. She misses her first shot but gets the putback. Then Smithwick shows off her passing skills. The Hail Mary to Maddie Mikata. She hits Kylie Crocker, who hits the jumper. Bulldogs up 29. More defense from the Lady Dogs. Tycee Lang with the steal. She takes it all the way. Miles held Bront scoreless in the fourth. And here, Skylar Brooks on the fast break. She takes it herself. Brooks finished the game with a game-high 22 points, and the Lady Bulldogs blow out Bront 51-10. Now the boys' turn. Miles taking on Bront in the first round. We pick it up in the second quarter. Great ball movement by the Bulldogs. Shelton Petrie passes inside to Reagan Briley. He lays it in. Miles up by 12. Later, Bront's Hunter Hortstein tries to get the defender with a spin move right here, but he's going to lose the ball. Gavin Martinez grabs it and passes it up to Stale Hoffman for the basket. Bulldogs just cruising along at this point. Better be listening to some great tunes, but Bront, they're trying to get some momentum before the half. Hayden Jackson knocks down the wide open three, but the Bulldogs were just too much for the Longhorns. Miles wins 59-18. Miles Rib Tournament, second round action now. Miles taking on Grape Creek for a spot in the championship. Third quarter, Miles in front, and Skylar Brooks would just take over in the second half. Gets the inbound and the bucket. Brooks with 12 of her 15 points in the second half. Miles up 26-15. She can also dish the rock. Look at that bounce pass. Fourth quarter, Brooks finds Alexa Swertner. The bounce pass, she puts it in, and then they would close this thing out. Tycee Lang, what rhymes with Lang? Bang, drills the three, nothing but the bottom of the net. Lang finished with 11 points. Miles defeats Grape Creek 47-30. The Lady Bulldogs play in the championship game. We'll get to that in just a few moments, but let's go ahead and go over to the boys' side of things. Remember those ribs I mentioned earlier? There they are. I can't wait. I can't tell you how many I ate. I also heard that they cooked over 70 pounds of ribs. Just a fabulous event. Looking forward to it again next year. But back to basketball. Grape Creek and Miles first quarter. Grape Creek started off strong. This Eagle layup gave them the early lead, forcing Miles to call a timeout, but the Bulldogs picked it up. Coming out of the timeout, Shelton Petrie, he lines up and drills the three to make it a 1-point game. A little later, Davian Martinez, his three is going to be off the mark, but Steele Hoffman is there to clean it up with the putback. Miles gets the win over Grape Creek 56-40. The Bulldogs, the boys, they also advance to the championship game. So the winner between Erie County and Christoval, we'll see Miles in the final. First quarter, Josh Fava starts the Cougar fast break. He puts the spin move on and gets the layup to go. That'll tie the game. And then a little later, Fava, he's going to do it again. This time, no spin move, but he takes on 3 Hornet defenders and gets the layup to drop. But Erie County's number 2, he can play ball. Caden Councilman takes a drive himself. He gets the bucket and the foul, and he helps put Erie County in the final. Hornets win 39-30 over Christoval. Which brings us to the championship game on the girls' side. Miles taking on Christoval. Third quarter, Lady Dogs trying to play catch-up. Tycee Lang goes behind the back to Skylar Brooks. That cuts the Christoval lead to single digits. Later, Christoval's Kaylee Montalvo with a bounce pass to Allison Vaughn. She gets that one to go. Lady Cougars up 24-16. The fourth quarter was a thriller. Miles closing the gap. Lang with the steal takes it the other way. She puts it off the glass and in. 24-22. Christoval leads. We're going to go ahead and go under 2 minutes left. Brooks passes inside to Reagan Smithwick. She gets it to go. +1. Free throw no good. She finished with 14 points on the night as Christoval, they're able to close out Miles. They win 33-25 and are Miles tournament champions. Number 17, Erie County taking on Miles in the Miles Rib Boys Championship. Late first quarter, Erie County pushing the pace. Councilman sets it up for Morrow for the easy bucket. Hornets lead 16-7 after 1. Second quarter, Councilman again with active defense steals it and takes it all the way for the layup. Erie County kept its foot on the gas in the first half. A little later, Davian Martinez trying to find an open man, and he finds Shelton Petrie on the perimeter. Buries that one. Miles trailing by 6 points, and Erie County is the Miles Ribs Tournament Boys Champion. They take it 56-40. Let's keep this train moving. Doug McCutcheon Memorial Tournament now. Lakeview and Central playing host. Central taking on Heritage in the first game Thursday, fourth quarter. Bobcats down by a lot. Nathaniel Rios gets the steal. Nice finish on the other end. Very next possession, Central keeping with the full court press. Rios gets another steal and another bucket. Bobcats not giving up. But this time, Heritage finally gets past that Central press. Hudson Brewer with the no-look pass to Salmon Johnson. The Panthers were just too much for the Bobcats. They fall 93-37. Lakeview hosting El Paso Ysleta. Pick it up in the second quarter. Indians up 18-6. Santos Regal gets the floater to fall. Chiefs They're going to be trailing by 10, but the Indians kept their distance in this game. Check out this nice reverse layup by Giovanni Rivera. That gives his team a 12-point lead. So silky from Rivera on that move right there. And then Jesse Greer going coast to coast. Nobody stopping him. He lays it in to cut the Indians' lead to 8, but Lakeview falls in this one 60-35. A lot of action down. Congrats to Erie County boys and the Cristoval girls on winning the Miles Ribs tournament. Next on Season Pass, we jump to the next level with Angelo State Athletics. Don't go away. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Go ahead and time us.
Too much turkey? Cut the calories and shop the extended Black Friday sale at Furniture Row. Find huge savings store-wide, and the more you buy, the more you save. Plus, get 7 years no interest financing. The extended Black Friday sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Nobody puts Santa in the bargain bin. Nobody. The Ford F-150 has available best-in-class payload, and this sleigh is bringing the big man home. Ford, built for the holidays.
Now during the Built for the Holidays sales event, get 20% estimated savings on the 2019 F-150. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. Only at your best in Texas Ford dealer.
If you have diabetes, here are a few things to keep in mind. Know the name of your medicine, how much you should take and when, and how it can affect the other medicines you're taking, including your birth control. Ask your doctor to explain any side effects like headache, upset stomach, weight gain, or dizziness. Work with your doctor, nurse, or pharmacist to make a plan to use your medicine safely. For more information on diabetes medicines, go to fda.gov/women's diabetes.
If you're on social media, you look for hashtags. If you're looking for a bargain, you'll look for our Jot tag.
Get a brand new 2019 Ford F-150 STX 4x4, just $32,977. Or how about a brand new 2019 Ford Ranger 4x4 STX, just $26,977.
Don't miss our Jot tag sale, only at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston, Hart and Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbutts.com.
We get it. You had more important things to do. So the Black Friday sale at Denver Mattress has been extended. Get $100 off every $1,000 you spend, no limit. Plus, 7 years, no interest financing. The extended Black Friday sale at Denver Mattress. Hurry, sale ends soon.
Welcome back to Season Pass. The Angelo State volleyball team began its run through the NCAA Division II tournament last Thursday, and historically, the Bell's first-round matchup didn't fall in their favor. Entering Thursday's first-round match of the South Central Regional, the Bells were 0-4 against the West Texas A&M Lady Buffs in NCAA tournament. Thursday, that donut was erased. The Bells knock off the 6-seeded Lady Buffs 3-1. WT won the first set 25-22, but the Bells took the next 3, 25-14, 25-19, 25-20. LSC Offensive Player of the Year Kaylin Gilbreth notched the match-winning kill, while Sundara Chin led ASU with 17 kills, hitting a .463. An amazing match from her. The Bells then matched up against second-seeded Colorado School of Mines on Friday in the South Central Regional semifinals. The two met earlier in the year, with the Orediggers giving the Bells one of their only 2 losses on the year, 3-0. Angelo State rallied from 6 down to take set 1, but Colorado School of Mines would take the next 3 sets to eliminate Angelo State. The Bells season coming to an end in the South Central Regional semifinals. Angelo State finishes the season with a 29-3 overall record. Thursday marked the final time Angelo State and Tarleton State faced off in the regular season, a traditional Lone Star Conference rivalry, one last time at the Janelle Center. Let's start with the Bells defending their home court. Fourth quarter, ASU up by 4. Tarleton's Mackenzie Haley knocks down the triple. That cuts the Bells' lead to 1. Can Angelo State hold on, though? Bells still in front. Katara Samuel bounces it off the glass and in, and 1. ASU increases its lead to 4. And then Samuels with the pass inside to D. Moore. She was huge down the stretch. She gets the easy layup in. ASU holds on to win. Moore finished with a team-high 16 points. Here's her thoughts after the game.
It's very satisfying just because, like, we know they're a good team. They're a really great team, and we came out slow at first, but one thing about us, we're going to fight. And we're going to fight all the way to the end, and that's what we did today.
We haven't won a grinder yet, and that's what Tarleton does. Tarleton is a grinded-out, low-scoring team. So for us to win a game of this style against a team that plays this style, when we're normally a more free-flowing, up and down, let's see how, race to 90 type of team, I'm really proud of our kids because, again, our model, we're just trying to go 1-0. Whether that's 92-90 or 49-47, we're trying to be 1-0 at the end of the day.
Now the Rams' turn, going for the sweep. Angelo State swept Tarleton last year, the first time doing that since the 2000-2001 season. First half, Jeremy Hayes collects the steal, takes it coast to coast, finished off with the clean Euro step. That capped off a 7-0 run to start the game for the Rams. Later, Ronald Bell finds an opening and charges towards the bucket, gets the layup to fall and the foul. The whole team flexing on Tarleton Thursday night as the Rams get the win 80-71, sending Tarleton to Division I with a bad taste in their mouths. The 17th meeting all-time between the Bells and the Texas Women Pioneers on Saturday. Angelo State's taking the last 8 matchups. Fourth quarter, ASU trailing. London Archer drills the 3 to give the Pioneers a 9-point lead. The Bells actually trailing for a majority of this game, but here comes the rally. Qatar Samuel buries the 3, and then a minute later comes down and drills another one to bring the Bells within 2. 55-53 Samuel finishing with 15 points. 6 minutes left. Sawyer Lloyd turning defense into offense, gets the steal in the bucket on the other end. That gives Angelo State a 56-55 lead, and they'll hold on to it from there. The Bells erase a 16-point deficit to win by 12. D. Moore led the way with a double-double, 19 points and 11 rebounds. Angelo State gets the win over Texas Women, 73-61. Then the Rams hosted Dallas Baptist. Both teams coming 6-0 into the LSU showdown. Early first half, Rams down by 2. How about this? Colin Turner with the steal, takes it the other way and lays it in. That gives ASU a 9-8 lead. Patriots up 18-12. Check this no-look pass out by Cameron Reedus to Ronald Bell. Bounces it in. Rams trailing by 4. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. Jeremy Hayes off the glass and in. Flex it, my man. That ties the game at 25. This one would go into overtime with Dallas Baptist squeaking past Angelo State. 85-82 the final score. Colin Turner for the Rams led all scorers with 19 points. Angelo State now 5-1 on the year. The Angelo State basketball team's 3-1 this past week. Coming up on Season Pass, we have highlights from the NBA as the Mavs battled the Kings. Don't touch that remote. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Floyd of Floyd C. Pettit Insurance. If you need information on home, auto, or any other insurance needs, give us a call at 223-1563 or go to Concho Valley Homepage and click on the Expert tab.
Our favorite holiday gathering is the tamalada. My family's been doing them since we were little girls. Yeah, we've made thousands of tamales. Try millions. We always go to H-E-B to stock up on meat, masa, and all the essentials. Looking good, prima. Thanks. I mean, it's not a holiday meal in Texas without tamales. Right, ladies?
That's right.
Let's get cooking.
You'll feel like a kid again when you bring home the holiday magic with H-E-B.
It's our giant tag sale at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks.
Just cutting up tags for our giant tag sale.
Right now, during our giant tag sale, get a brand new 2019 Ford F-250 4x4 Super Duty STX. 10 grand in total savings.
Don't miss our giant tag sale, only at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston, Hart and Arden Road, or 24/7 at bassbutts.com.
What does it take to be great? Great discipline, great commitment, great passion, a great love for the game. Yeah, all of that and great rest. The Athlete's Choice Collection with B-Fit technology from Denver Mattress. Engineered for optimal rest, recovery, and performance.
Hi, I'm Dr. Victor Schulze with North Bentwood Veterinary Hospital and Boarding. We are a family-run business located in the Bentwood area. We are always happy to give a tour of our facility. You can reach us on our Facebook page or give us a call.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Let's get right to it. Mavs hosting the Kings today. Second quarter, Kings with an 11-point lead. And check this out. Lob City, Yogi Ferrell to Rashawn Holmes. Sacramento led at the half, 66-46. But Luka Doncic and the Mavericks would wake up in the third. Luka throwing down the hammer. Luka would miss the game-tying shot with 10 seconds as the Mavs fall to the Kings 110-106. Don't go away. When we come back, we crown our Player of the Week right here in the Concho Valley. Stay with us.
Join us Sunday mornings right here on KLST at 10:30 for the Life Church TV with Pastor Walt Landers. TLC, connecting people with God's purpose.
Hi, I'm Mike. MGB wants to be your MVP, most valuable payer. Bring your gold, silver, and diamonds to MGB, and you'll say,
I sold gold, and I like Mike.
On Avenue N by Angelo State.
It's our giant tag sale at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks.
If you're on social media, you look for hashtags. If you're looking for a bargain, you'll look for our giant tag.
Right now, get a new 2020 Nissan Altima, just $256 per month. Or a new 2020 Nissan Rogue, just $293 per month.
Don't miss our giant tag sale, only at Jim Bass Cars and Trucks, Houston, Harton Road, or 24/7 at bassbutts.com.
Welcome back to Season Pass. Last year, D. Morse, a little bit of a spoiler right there from the Angelo State Bells basketball team, was a second-team all-conference selection in the Lone Star Conference. She's keeping up that level of play through 7 games this season. If you don't already know, ladies and gentlemen, this week's Player of the Week. Senior forward D. Moore is this week's KLST Player of the Week after helping the Bells to wins over Tarleton State and Texas Women's last week.
Just to know that they believe in me so much, I know that I can go produce for them like they want me to. So it really comes from them because they believe in me. They know that if they give me the ball, I'm going to go try to get a bucket for them. That's what I did for them.
The Allen native played 25 minutes, scored a team-high 16 points on 60% shooting, and grabbed 6 rebounds in Angelo State's 60-57 win over Tarleton State last Thursday. Moore then replicated her performance on Saturday against Texas Women's, scoring a game-high 19 points while nabbing a team-high 11 rebounds in ASU's 16-point comeback victory.
Well, I mean, I think we made a concerted effort to get her to the ball. We ran a ton of stuff for her. We ran a ton of isolation stuff for D, and she responded really well. Finished some stuff around the rim. That's why she's the player she is. That's why, you know, all the good things you can say about her. You know, it got to that point, and we were gonna dose them with some D. Moore down the stretch.
And what a week for D. Moore. In total, the senior played 56 minutes, scored 35 points, averaging 17.5 per game on 52% shooting from the field. She also hauled in 17 rebounds. The Bells are 5-2 overall, 2-1 in the Lone Star Conference. They'll have a week off, so soak this one in. D. Moore, this week's KLST Player of the Week.
Player of the Week is sponsored by Southwest Pools and Spas.
D. Moore, just an absolute monster in the paint. That Bells team is always just fun to watch, in my opinion. But however, we're running short on time, so let's go ahead and wrap up this episode of Season Pass. You can check out all of our content on ConchoValleyHomepage.com. You can also download the Concho Valley Homepage app and take all the content on the go. See everyone next week. Good night, Concho Valley.
Season Pass, sponsored by Kelly Grimsley Kia.